Asset management firm Eventide is focusing on value creation, and it's using what's called systematic investing to find success. Joining me now for more on this is Chris Grogan. He's Eventide's portfolio manager and director of asset allocation services. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, so you just shared with me that Eventide, uses a principle called faith-based investing. What is that?
So we try to take a love your neighbor approach to investing, and we look at what is value creation versus value destruction. Our goal is to invest in a way that contributes to human flourishing and the global common good, and that means avoiding what we think is value extracting, like issues related to addiction or destruction of life issues, but we also try to lean into really positive examples of business as a blessing to stakeholders, and we take a particular focus on employees and customers as stakeholders of a business.
All right, and you also focus on systematic investing. Mm-hmm. What is that and how does it work?
Sure, so we've been around for 17 years and we've been doing very high conviction fundamental investing. The way that systematic investing works is we think it's a really interesting and effective way to apply an investment philosophy in a rules-based manner across a very large universe of securities.
All right, and how is it different from either passive or traditionally active strategies?
Sure, so in a truly passive index strategy, you're going to have hundreds, if not thousands, of constituents. In a very high conviction fundamental active strategy, you might have really high, really concentrated positions. This sits right in between in terms of the level of human input into portfolio construction. The cost is usually right in between passive and fully active, and expected volatility or tracking error is typically in between as well.
And can you talk more about the guiding principles that shape Eventide's systematic ETFs?
Sure, so all of the assets at our firm are managed according to what we call Business 360. And it's three dimensions. It's avoiding what we deem to be value destruction, the bad. It's embracing what we think is truly value creating as a way to employ our ethical framework, but also we think it's a competitive edge to outperform. And then we also try to engage with companies as issues come up as a way to have impact and meaningful conversations.
And back to this idea of faith-based investing, can you tell me where you're looking at, like what types of companies?
Sure. So we have a particular expertise on the fundamental active side on biotech, and of course there's lots of great examples of we talk about human flourishing, addressing unmet needs in healthcare and bringing new therapies to the market is a really exciting story. We also have an expertise in quality dividend growth investing, and we think that this idea that value creation is an underappreciated source of outperformance and value destruction is an underappreciated source of risk is a philosophy that can be applied across markets, style boxes, and asset classes and geographies. And so with our systematic products, we're really excited to apply that ethical framework in a rules-based, more cost-effective manner that can really give you the building blocks for a total portfolio solution.
And with this principle that this firm was founded on, what types of customers are you attracting?
Customers that whose faith or values drives their decisions. I think in America, Americans and especially Christians are really generous with how they give, and they do a lot of due diligence on their charitable contributions. We're trying to allow them a way to look at their investments in a similar lens, and we think if even though all of our values are different, you might have very different values than me, but if we can all invest according to their values, you can create a better world change.
What has customer feedback been, and what have you seen from putting this message out into the world and investing in companies that are aligned with your values? What has come back?
It's been really positive. I think we're an asset manager. We're dealing with financial professionals and advisors who have clients, and I think they really want to have quality, deep conversations with their clients, and they want to manage their clients' assets in a way that's customer centric, that leads to better client outcomes and deeper relationships. And we're trying to give them, of course, products, but also solutions and thought leadership and stories that they can share with their clients that can get them excited about how they invest, not just from a returns perspective, but from a values alignment perspective.
Thank you so much for sharing this today, and thank you for joining us. Chris Grogan, Eventide's portfolio manager and director of asset allocation services.
Sure thing.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.